It's an organization almost as old as our nation. The Carolina Youth Development Center has been committed to improving the lives of children in the foster care system. And here with me is CEO Beverly Hardin to talk about a new program. And what is it called?
It's called Families First.
Families First.
And we're very excited to bring this to the Low Country for the first time. In fact, to the state of South Carolina for the first time. We think it's going to be a game changer.
That's great. And South Carolina Charleston happens to be one of the first in the nation as far as the foster care orphanages are considered. And I'd love for you to tell our audience a little bit more about the history of the CYDC.
You're right. Our community has been a leader in the child welfare space since 1790. If you remember your history, then you know around 1790, that's when the American Revolution was wrapping up and our country was getting started, getting its boots on the ground as an independent nation. At that time, prior to that time, the Church of England had taken care of kids who didn't have any place to go. And most of the orphanages around the country were church run.
That's really interesting.
So after the American Revolution, the city of Charleston had a decision to make. Do we want to find a faith-based group to take responsibility for these children? Or do we want to take responsibility for the children who have nowhere to go? Yeah. And in a bold move, unprecedented move, the city of Charleston said, we will be the leaders that will take responsibility and help these kids who are without anyone at a critical time in their story. And it's continued for 233 years. The first municipal orphanage in the United States, right here in the Low Country.
So interesting. And of course, over nearly 2.5 centuries, you've seen a lot of evolution within the organization. It's starting off as an orphanage, but you've really moved into the foster space, and your mission is to keep children with families.
That's correct.
So tell us a bit more about that.
That's correct. Our mission is to cultivate thriving families and to do whatever it takes to protect the family and preserve the family. So for many years in our 230-year legacy, our job was safe haven. Take a child out of a bad situation and wrap around them tight and protect them. About maybe 10 years ago, our mission started to shift a little bit, and we started to say, you know what? It's not enough just to protect the child, because these children are going to grow up, and what's the only thing they want? To go back home. Yeah. They want their family to be functional. They want their family's problems to be solved. They want to have a family like every other child. And so we started brainstorming about ways that we could really start to turn not only to protecting the child, but also to healing the family and helping the family get the treatment and support they need to overcome their challenges. It's a lot of things that are poverty related. Sometimes it's substance abuse, sometimes it's physical abuse. A few years ago, you helped us celebrate the ribbon cutting of our Family Support Center.
Yes, of course.
And that was so much fun, and that was really important. We reintroduced, when you're 233 years old, you have to be careful about saying introduced, because everything old is new again.
Is right, of course, yes.
So we reintroduced our clinicians, and we hired family therapists to come in and really start to help parents get to the root issues of why they've been removed, why their children have been removed from their home, so that we can push harder to get them reunited.
And that's where Families First comes in.
And that's where Families First comes in. At the first sign of trouble, we've been looking for the right tools for a while to be able to say, we can help you not have to go through the hardship and the burden and the pain of having your child taken from your home and put into state custody, or bringing the Department of Social Services into their home.
You're really getting to the root.
That's right.
You're really getting to the root, and there's nothing more than we need for our next generations to have a good start in life, and you're doing just that. I want to thank you so much, Beverly. You also just had your Golf Classic, but you do have another event coming up in February, which is the Night for the Children.
The Night for the Children. It's going to be extra special this year, so we definitely want you to plan to come. We have a big announcement to make. I cannot let you in on our secret. So
we can't get the exclusive?
I know. Well, you can get the exclusive on February 29th.
Okay, you're coming back. You're coming back.
Please.
We're going to roll out the red carpet for you, Beverly.
We can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've been working for about a year on this big announcement, and we're ready.
We're very excited. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. Fascinating history here in Charleston, and it's amazing work that you're doing. So we can't wait to see you back here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're back after this.